Right, I keep seeing this, so I'm gonna talk about it a bit, because if there's someone I dislike more than Boris Johnson right now, it's that French pussy Emmanuel Macron. As you likely know, this complete wet fart has been running around thinking he's Napoleon or something, talking all sorts of nonsense and apparently taking British vessels hostage. This is all because the UK didn't grant as many fishing licences to the French boats as they wanted, and like crybabies, they've now thrown their toys out of the pram. The Brexit agreement allowed for small boats to fish here if they did before and could prove it. The UK government are saying the reason some have been rejected is because they didn't complete the paperwork required to prove that they had fished here before. So Macron is moaning because French fishermen are not completing the correct paperwork, which I have to say, how is that the UK's fault in any way, shape or form? But I guess the French should be thankful that Brexit didn't mean what the people actually voted for, because if you ask me, the French shouldn't be taking any of our fish, unless it's sold to them of course by British boats taking it over there. Brexit should have meant no EU fishing in UK waters full stop, but Boris Johnson sold out the fishermen there, didn't he? As you know, we got some great fishermen here who could sell it to the French once they've delivered all that's required in the UK first. That is certainly how I would have done it if I was running the show. Now though, following on from all that, Macron's been shouting his mouth off about blocking UK boats entering French ports and extending customs checks on lorries entering France if we don't give them more fishing licences. This, I have to say, is laughable and would affect the French people a lot more than it would in the UK. I expect the British boats could sell their goods at other European ports, and input and customs checks on lorries entering France would piss off a few people, not only in France but the entire EU. We export a shitload of stuff the EU need via France, so they would just be spiting themselves and pissing off their own people along the way. Of course, we could just increase shipments to other European ports to piss the French off even more. Now this shows to me just how stupid the French leaders really are, but I have to say it's actually pretty funny to see. All we need is the EU to come out and tell little Macron to wind his fucking neck in the tosspot, then we can watch him surrender like Napoleon did at Waterloo. As you know, surrender is common for the French, so in all honesty he shouldn't feel too bad about it when he does. It's like a Frenchman's natural position, is it not? On his knees with a white flag and all of that. Usually with an Englishman standing over him if I'm not mistaken. Now though, I will say it's likely that this is all just political posturing from Macron with an election coming up, and he's supporting the gutter for medical apartheid that he's been pushing over there. As some might know, Macron's taken a leaf out of 1940s France and implemented his own papers, please rules. Lest we forget has been forgotten in France, it would seem at this point, because they're heading back down that route, it appears. But like I said, this just looks like a desperate move by Macron that might well blow up in his face at the end of the day. Let's hope it does, alongside his medical papers please bullshit as well. Now though, before I go guys, remember to check out the channel's other social media links that are down in the video description. Alternative video hosting sites like Odyssey, BitChute and Rumble are down there alongside my website, merch and everything else. Alt tech sites is where you should be following everyone you watch given the times that we're living through now. So like I said, it's all linked down below, but for now, thanks for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.